go talk to a medical products distribution firm. They have 2,000 reps. Took a look at some of their best reps. I mean, these are guys who are consistently 150+% of quota. And it was interesting to see that these A players were selling a fraction of the overall product line. And when we said, well, what about, going out, you're selling, lab tests, but you're not selling surgical equipment. They go, hey, that's out of my comfort zone. I don't know how to talk about those things. I don't know how to engage those types of doctors or to handle the objections or things that are going to come up. And so it's, kind of like, how do I increase wallet share even of the A players? We're also seeing the amount of selling time be pretty much flat at 38%, has been for the last few years. And so there's not a lot of ways that I'm going to get more time to sell. So the question then becomes, well, how do I make that selling time much more effective? How do I go in and actually leverage those types of things? And we also found that the sell cycle is continuing to increase. And Jerry, you talked on this thing because one of the key contributing factors to this is we're seeing buy by committee. Back in 2008, prior to that, there used to be the concept in sales training of go find that economic decision maker, that one person who can make the deal happen. And that person doesn't exist anymore. Across all the companies we surveyed, when we said how many decision makers do you have to engage, only 3.2% of companies said it's one. The average actually came in at a little bit north of 4 people. And so if each one of those folks has an influencer or an advisor they turn to, well, that means the salesperson may have to touch 8 people. And so that's really, the complexity of things. And so, Jerry, you talked about, the conversations are changing. You've had some great insights into what you need to do to sell more effectively. And you were talking about Blue Cross Blue Shield as an example of a learning experience for you guys around precision guide selling. I was just wondering if you can kind of share what you learned from working with that customer.
Sure, absolutely. So I would tell you, before I talk about the new conversation, I will tell you what the old conversation was. And the old conversation was always 3 words that struck fear in the heart of our salespeople, myself included, and that